You're watching WYLN TV 35. Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Julia Wiegand. Criminal homicide charges were filed against 2 Wilkes-Barre men allegedly involved in the murder of a Willow Street woman back on September 16th. According to authorities, James Alberto ordered the murder of 52-year-old Judith Comiskey after he falsely believed that she gave police information about his criminal activities. Alberto used to rent a room in Comiskey's home before having a falling out just weeks prior to the murder. Home surveillance footage also showed another man, Charles Beerley, entering the residence at the time of the murder and then just leaving minutes later. Beerley was charged with criminal homicide among related charges, and Alberto was charged with criminal homicide as an accomplice, conspiracy to commit homicide, and solicitation to commit homicide. Both were jailed without bail. A Wilkes-Barre man was treated at a local hospital after he sustained a stab wound during an alleged assault Wednesday night. The unidentified victim told police he was walking down a dark street in South Wilkes-Barre when he was approached by another man. The victim said he attempted to distance himself from the suspect, but was subsequently stabbed by him. The victim later showed up at Wilkes-Barre General Hospital for treatment. If anyone has information on this incident, they're being asked to contact police. State police arrested 2 out-of-state men earlier this month after finding their marijuana growing operation in Hazel Township. A trooper conducted a traffic stop on 38-year-old Huohua Rowan of Seattle and 37-year-old Yongfang Chen of Brooklyn, who were under surveillance. Their van smelled of marijuana, and troopers had it towed to the Fern Ridge Barracks, where numerous garbage bags were discovered containing marijuana plant root balls, leaves, stems, potting materials, and 130 pounds of processed marijuana. Troopers searched their house that night, finding a large-scale indoor hydroponic marijuana growing operation and 197 plants. The pair faced charges of criminal conspiracy, possession of a controlled substance, use or possession of drug paraphernalia, and manufacture, delivery, or possession with intent to deliver. Bail was set at $100,000 each. Schuylkill County Commissioner George Halkovich Jr. could see the courtroom by September of next year. The trial would feature the allegations of 4 women identified as Jane Doe 1, 2, 3, and 4 about how Halkovich harassed and created a hostile work environment for them. A U.S. District Judge recently disapproved a confidentiality agreement involving the employees, noting that each side agreed to that suggested starting date for the trial. Under the proposed terms, all personnel and employment files, medical records, identifying information, and financial info other than salaries could have been disclosed to any person except as needed to prosecute, defend, or officially record the proceedings. An area Girl Scouts making sure that babies stay warm and cozy at Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton. WYLN's Julie Stefanovich has more on this remarkable youngster.
One local Girl Scout is shining a light on her community by working to bring smiles to little faces. 14-year-old Gabriella D'Amato has been overcoming obstacles in her own life to help others. She and her 2 siblings, Giovanni and Giada, were born nearly 2 months prematurely. Her brother and sister sadly passed away, and Gabriella was left visually impaired and blind. But that doesn't stop her from pursuing her goals. She recently collected hundreds of handmade knitted hats for newborn babies at Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton.
So we had over 33 volunteers doing it, and also we had somewhere from Florida, Arizona, all area. And I have to do 50 hours for a project. I had to do that.
Gabriella has been involved with the Girl Scouts for several years now.
I started out as a junior. Then I just recently graduated to cadets. I'm a senior now. It's starting tomorrow.
Her determination and never give up attitude is inspiring others who hear her story.
I feel very good that everybody is helping each other out and helping somebody in need. go be yourself. Like, don't give up on anything. Be fierce, be bold, like, be brave, like, everything. Like, no matter what you go through in life, you have a very good support and a very good family. So that's my message that I want to give out to younger people and to all the Girl Scouts.
She also has big plans for her future.
After high school, I want to go to college for chemistry or computer science.
Gabriella will also be celebrating her 15th birthday this Friday.
Yes, I feel very good too. It's on Friday, so my mom's going to bring in cupcakes for all the Girl Scouts tomorrow.
So happy birthday, Gabriella. We here at Wyln appreciate you for all the hard work that you do and wish you the very best. In Hazleton for Wyln News, I'm Julie Stefanovic.
Thank you, Julie, for the great story. Preppers in pajamas lined the outside of MMI this afternoon, and our Ryan Osachi explains why.
This afternoon, MMI held its annual pajama parade. So what's up with the pajama tradition? And how far back does this really go? MMI head of school Justin Kleinheider explains.
The pajama parade is a tradition here at MMI for decades where the freshmen and seniors dress up in pajamas to kind of bond as two classes and really come together to celebrate the welcoming of our ninth graders into the high school.
Family, friends, and even furry friends of the family cheered the fresh preppers on as they made their way down Center Street for their parade led by police and firefighters.
Everybody was involved, lots of neighbors. I even saw a few alumni in the streets. I think this is unique to independent schools. You don't see it very often where you have something that involves not only the school but the city and everyone around. There were people cheering all around the corners, and I think it was just really great to see that we're kind of part of the community as a beacon of education.
After that, the freshmen circled their way back to the old main building. There, they took turns walking through its doors for the first time while rocking their pajamas, because the next and last time, they'll be rocking their caps and gowns.
I think they just really look forward to it when they get here, whether they're new to ninth grade or they're in 6th or 7th or 8th grade. It's something that they really look forward to. And then the seniors really enjoy welcoming the freshmen because it's become something that was important to them when they were students. I think that's what really excites them. And they like being in their pajamas for a day. That's certainly fun.
One of those seniors was Jaden Bonham, captain of the MMI boys soccer team. He also happened to be part of the freshman-senior bonding day committee that helped make this parade possible, and even led the parade in a pickup truck.
Honestly, it was pretty awesome. I got to blast some of my music and just all around have a good time. Saw some people smiling, so that's always great. I was able to use my dad's truck for this. I graciously appreciate him letting me use it, and I think everybody had a good time.
The parade reminded Jaden of what it was like when he was a freshman and can't believe how fast time went by.
Honestly, it reminds me of when I did it, and my seniors, they were awesome, and I hope we provided the same experience for them. I remember myself being, a little third grader, being like, oh my God, 2022 is so far away till I graduate, but here I am, almost 18, gonna graduate high school. These years of my life, I'm never gonna get them back, so I might as well enjoy the ride while I'm here.
One thing is for sure, the MMI Pajama Parade is always a fun time for all.
It's something I look forward to every year. I wish I could wear my pajamas, but I'm just really proud of MMI and our students and everything they've been doing this year.
As are we here at Wyln. Reporting for Wyln News, I'm Ryan Osachi.
Thank you, Ryan. The 2021 Diocesan Annual Appeal, Rising Together in Christ, has begun for parishes across the Diocese of Scranton. This year's $4.5 million goal aims to support social justice and faith formation grants for parishes. Gifts will also include helping seminarian formation and retired clergy, CSS, Catholic education, and the Diocesan Office for Parish Life, as well as Catholic media and communications. You can donate online at annualappeal.org or by calling 570-207-2250. Coming up on Wyln News, the latest Luzerne County scratch-off really paid off, plus the weekend sports lineup. First, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the Wyln Weather Kits. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Malaya. a big sunny out.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Hey guys, this is Ray Merrill from Blaze Alexander Buick GMC. Are you in the market for the hard-to-find needle in a haystack? You want that 3/4 ton AT4 2500 Duramax? We have one. You don't need a full-size truck. How about the Canyon? We have a few AT4s available, ready for immediate delivery. You're looking for a GMC Terrain 2021? Save over $3,500. We have the brand new Encore GX. You can save over $2,000 or 0% for 72 months. So if you're in the market for a brand new Buick or GMC, come on down and see the selection we have here at Blaze Alexander.
A Luzerne County mini-mart recently sold a winning scratch-off worth millions. According to the Pennsylvania Lottery, H. Brar's Mini-Mart, also known as the Liberty Express, along the Can-Do Expressway in Hazel Township, sold a winning $3 million Monopoly 100 scratch-off and will receive a $10,000 bonus just for selling it. The $30 game offers top prizes of $3 million. Scratch-off prizes expire 1 year from the game's end sale date, posted at palottery.com. Winners should immediately sign the back of their ticket and call the lottery at 1-800-692-7481. Wrestling fans, get ready. WWE is back at Casey Plaza. Mohegan Sun Arena will be hosting WWE SmackDown on Friday, October 29th. Fans will see champion Roman Reigns and the Usos battle Finn Balor and the Street Profits. Also set to be there, women's champion Becky Lynch, Seth Rollins, and much more. Tickets go on sale at 10 Friday morning, starting at just $20. WYLN's all-time OT hero, Marty Burns, has the in-depth analysis of what's happening on and off-season across our viewing area. So, let's talk sports.
Welcome to Let's Talk Sports, brought to you by Blaze Alexander Family Dealerships, Hazleton. And it's Thursday, and we're looking ahead to the weekend, and everybody is looking toward the end of the weekend, Sunday night in Foxborough. The New England Patriots welcome home TB and Gronk as Tom Brady, and they're hoping Rob Gronkowski will be able to play for the Buccaneers as they return to their old stomping grounds for the first time to take on the New England Patriots. Very interesting to see how the reception will be for both of those guys who had so much success for the Patriots. Big matchup in the NFC West as Arizona takes on the Los Angeles Rams. Rams coming off their big victory over the Buccaneers on Sunday. Couple of old veteran quarterbacks will get together at Lambeau Field as Aaron Rodgers welcomes Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. See if the Steelers can get something going as they lost 2 straight home games. Now they return to the road, and doesn't get any easier as they head to Green Bay. And Big Red had a little bit of a health scare, a little dehydration in their game against the Chargers. He heads back to his old home as the Chiefs will head to Philadelphia. Thought to believe that Andy Reid will be on the sideline as he brings his Chiefs into Philadelphia, hoping not to go to 0-3 if he loses to his old team. That would be the case. We move backward to Saturday. Some of those college football games, we talked about Arkansas. They're number 8 in the country, a big test. They go to number 2, Georgia. And another team that's trying to make a name for themselves in the SEC, Ole Miss, number 12 in the country, they're going to number 1 Alabama. So Arkansas, Ole Miss, a couple of tough road games to see where they stand in the SEC. We also have a couple of tough road games for some of those ranked teams. Number 3 Oregon going to Stanford, number 6 Oklahoma going to Kansas State, and number 11 Ohio State going to Piscataway, New Jersey to take on Greg Schiano and Rutgers. Those 3 teams need to beware as they head on the road. Indiana, we've talked about them trying to build off of what they had last year. They're struggling a little bit. Is number 4 Penn State sitting at home wanting some revenge from what happened last year in Bloomington. And then the Marcus Freeman Bowl, number 7 Cincinnati taking on number 9 Notre Dame. Freeman, the old defensive coordinator at Cincinnati, now at Notre Dame. Cincinnati hoping to get this win so they can build their playoff resume. It'll be a big game coming up in South Bend. And then baseball Friday starts the last 3 games of the regular season. Tampa Bay will be in the Bronx to take on the Yankees. How much will Tampa Bay have to play for? Because the Red Sox are going to be in interleague play in Washington. Very interesting there. And then who doesn't want to play the Cardinals in that wild card game? The NL West up for grabs. San Diego at San Francisco. Milwaukee at the Dodgers. And a big thing for the Dodgers this weekend, another start for Clayton Kershaw. What his role come postseason be very interesting to tell. And we always know what roles Julia has. It's great news reporting at the news desk.
Thank you, Marty. Coming up on Locust Valley's News Choice, details on the 15th annual Pause for a Cause for Autism and Community in You. Plus, leading the way, part 4. Stay with us.
Imagine how inconvenient your life would be without power. No lights, no refrigeration, no heating or cooling, no electronics. But with a Generac home standby generator, you will have power when you need it most. Generac generators automatically provide backup power after sensing a power outage, so your life goes on uninterrupted.
The Wire Guys, 1338 North Church Street, Hazel Township, 570-459-3345, and visit us at homewireguys.com.
Membership opportunities are now available at the Valley Country Club, 79 Country Club Lane in Sugarloaf. Clubhouse upgrades are in progress and will be ready for the spring. Call Frank Radis for details at 570-233-5328. Two Italian Guys Pizzeria, 3 West Diamond Avenue in Hazleton has all your favorites, from pizza, hoagies, salads, entrees, wings, and sides. Always made with the freshest ingredients. Call them at 570-459-2783. Tri-County has been keeping your office up to speed since 1969. Everything your office needs: office supplies, personal and custom business forms, business cards, office furniture, new and used office equipment, copy, print, and scan solutions with wide format capabilities. Leasing is also available, free off-street parking, and free local delivery. Tri-County Business Machines, 117 East Broad Street in Hazleton, 570-459-0754. Family owned and operated since 1969.
Pause for a Cause for Autism, Sunday, October 3rd at the Whitetail Preserve. Come jog with your dog. There's a 3-mile walk, a 1-mile walk, and a half-mile walk. Just $15 per dog. For more information, call Mary, 570-401-3970. All vendors are welcome. $25 a table. Please contact the Safe Office at safeoffice@autismsafe.com. It's the Pause for a Cause for Autism, Sunday, October 3rd.
No matter how busy life gets, your health needs to come first. That's why the relationship you build with your Lehigh Valley Health Network primary care doctor is one of the most important you'll ever have. From identifying your personal health risk factors to coordinating care with specialists, LVHN is here to partner with you every step of the way. And with the choice of virtual or in-person visits, it's never been easier to put your health at the top of your to-do list. Take the first step by visiting lvhn.org or by calling 888-402-LVHN.
The 15th annual Pause for a Cause for Autism is set to kick off this Sunday, October 3rd at the Whitetail Preserve in Sugarloaf Valley. Each year, the event raises money to help out families with autism.
So what that's used for is to get a service dog for an autistic child. That's quite a big undertaking. It's not a simple thing. You have to have someone who will train and educate the dogs. They raise them to be service dogs. So it's a 2 or 3 year proposition, but we would provide it to an autistic child who is in need of a service dog. Paws for a Cause for Autism is an arm of SAFE Incorporated. SAFE is serving autistic families everywhere, and we are having this event on Sunday, October 3rd. Registration is at 12:30. 1:15 is the blessing of the pets, and 1:30 is the start of the walk.
SAFE, which stands for Supporting Autism in Families Everywhere, work year-round to provide services and make Paws for a Cause a continual success.
And they are a local nonprofit that provides educational, social, and support for autistic families. And they provide throughout the year a lot of social events. They have educational materials. You can check them out on their website if you'd like. It's autismsafe.org. If you'd like some information about Paws for a Cause, they would be on the same website.
Participants in this year's event have 3 courses to choose from.
As a dog walker, you can do the 3-mile trail, you can do a 1.5-mile trail, or you could do a half-mile trail. It's up to you. You can choose whatever you like. Registration, like I said, is at $12:30. It's $15 per animal.
If you're planning on participating with your canine companion, there are a few rules that you need to adhere to.
There are no retractable leashes at the event. The dogs or the pets have to be up to date on their vaccinations.
Other pets are also welcome at the event.
If you want to walk your cat or your pig or whatever it is you want to bring, they're all welcome. The event will be held rain or shine. Hopefully we'll have some nice weather on Sunday and we won't have to worry about the rain, but we'll be there either way.
Vendors will also be on hand, as well as the ever-popular tricky trays.
So at Whitetail Preserve, there will be a full menu. There'll be food. I'll tell you some of the things that will be there. Ravioli, pierogies and onions, sausage and peppers, burgers, cheeseburgers, fries, drinks, cookies, dessert. So that will be available at the event. Plenty of tricky trays. We're also chancing off a big screen television, a basket of cheer, a tool set, and then there'll be smaller tricky trays for everyone to bid on.
Once again, the annual Paws for a Cause for Autism takes place this Sunday, October 3rd, rain or shine, at Whitetail Preserve. Registration begins at 12:30, followed by the blessing of the animals at 1:15, leading up to the big walk. For more information, visit autismsafe.org or check them out on Facebook.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice,
everyday low prices,
plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
No matter how busy life gets, your health needs to come first. That's why the relationship you build with your Lehigh Valley Health Network primary care doctor is one of the most important you'll ever have. From identifying your personal health risk factors to coordinating care with specialists, LVHN is here to partner with you every step of the way. And with the choice of virtual or in-person visits, it's never been easier to put your health at the top of your to-do list. Take the first step by visiting lvhn.org or by calling 888-402-LVHN.
Sacco Chiropractic, East Broad Street in Hazleton, has the health care you've been waiting for. Whether it's a chronic issue or something new, Sacco Chiropractic has the most up-to-date techniques and therapies to help with any ailment. From his days of playing football with the Cougars and then in college, Dr. Scott Sacco has an elite understanding of sports injuries and how to correct them. Whether you are an athlete, a weekend warrior, or a grandmother, we can help with multiple issues. Call today to see why relief is super. Man, 570-497-4150.
Get your tickets now for Burn the Jukebox, October 9th at the Alice C. Wiltsey Performing Arts Center, 700 North Wyoming Street in Hazleton. Members of Burn the Jukebox have performed in national Broadway tours, will be performing at Carnegie Hall in 2021, and appeared on Nick, Impractical Jokers, Project Runway, and more. So check out this awesome, talented group of kids who love making music, hanging out, and having fun. Furniture Box at the Wiltsey Center, October 9th.
WYLN's going behind the scenes to learn more about the lives and goals of our local leaders. So, Hazleton Police Chief Brian Schoonmaker is leading the way again into part 4 of this week's series.
And welcome back to this week's Leading the Way with Hazleton City Police Chief Brian Schoonmaker. So, what are some of your biggest achievements so far stepping into the role, and what are some of the challenges that you also face? I know we talked about some of the things that people don't realize about the job, but the challenges that you face in general.
Well, I mean, the biggest problem I think right now is with, again, revisiting that the city is in Act 47, so we have to make a lot of harsh, sometimes financial decisions. But with that we've been able to, as far as like accomplishments, now we bought 4 new police vehicles. You know, we're trying to replace some of the outdated fleet that is costing us obscene amount of money in repairs. So we're getting ahead of little tasks like that. One of the larger things that we conquered recently was our department is updating our rules, policies, procedures throughout the department to become more up to date, let's say, because we've been a little lax in that area and we needed to improve some of our policies. We recently partnered with another record management system that will be coming in and making the jobs officers easier so that they can complete reports in the field. They don't have to come back to the station as frequently, and they can stay out and be more proactive and be more visible to the public. Long term, we actually are, with that record management system, looking at a system that we're going to implement that people can go onto the website, and certain incidents that have happened, whether it be a vandalism or a non-witnessed hit and run accident, things like that, they will be able to actually file those reports to us without an officer having to come to them. Or if they show up at City Hall, they'll be able to actually access the terminal there and enter their own report for something simplistic like a lost property or, you know, minor offenses that don't constitute an officer having to arrest somebody at that moment, that it's not an active investigation.
And I guess, not to hit you with kind of a big one, but it's a very interesting time to be a police officer, and just taking on that role as police chief, and since we're talking about kind of challenges that you face, how does that play into, especially with the city of Hazleton, for you and for your team, how does that all play out?
Well, I think one thing I will say is, first, it was rough coming in right in the middle of COVID, which created some interesting challenges, but we managed to get through that. You know, going into more of the current climate of the anti-police rhetoric, we don't have that here.
Yeah.
I mean, our community, we have maybe a few who are anti-police, but for the most part, our community has come together and they've actually been better about it than I think most places could ever be. Our Latin community, all of our American community, everybody has come together and everybody seems to work together, and they're always been great to the police department, you know, and very supportive.
Yeah. All right, folks. Check back tomorrow night as Chief Schoonmaker continues leading the way into our final segment of this week. Good night.
And that's the news. Remember, the source matters now more than ever. Catch all the latest on our Facebook page, YouTube page, or at WYLNTV.com. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next, right here on WYLN TV.